Oh, yeah. See, we plan ahead. That way we don't do anything right now. Earl, explain it to me.
Yeah, so like we are proudly Gen X.
Yes.
And we don't take a whole lot of crap online. We're generally
We'll just give it.
Yeah. Our parents' generation, the boomers, they take a lot of shit from our younger brothers' generation, our kids' generation. The boomers take a lot of shit from a lot of folks. But you never hear Gen X talking so much about the boomers. Well, you're going to hear about it tonight. So this week was Christmas, and we always talk about like Christmas is the best. You talk about what you want for Christmas all year long. You hope Santa or your wife or whoever fucking gets it for you, your parents, whomever, and then Christmas happens, Christmas morning comes, Christmas night, you open your presents. There's your present. Yay, I've waited so long for this. Yeah, but what happens? What happens when you don't get that fucking present that you really want? When the N64 kid opens all of his shit and it's just socks and underwear and a fucking, a creepy crawler set.
Oh, God.
I can tell you what happens in that situation because I did this as a kid. Everything was like close. And I finally was like, close, dumb bitch. And that was at my aunt. I was like 7 years old, and everybody looked at my dad and they were like, where do you learn that from?
Some dumb bitch. I don't know.
It's a joke that goes around my family every time I'm around them. It's like, oh, that's fine. That's fine. Because it was true.
My first bad word is my youngest daughter's favorite word, and that's bullshit. And she is so like, here, have some bullshit. Bullshit. That's bullshit. Did you know that's bullshit right there? I'm going to be the first to tell you that's some bullshit. Like Zoe's going to tell you that's bullshit. And she's 6 years old, and people sit there and stare at me like, what did she just say? Like, are you going to do something? Well, it's bullshit. What do you want me to fucking tell her? No. I'm not going to lie to her.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
So she's got a working bullshit detector. She's good.
Just wait till it's in full truth.
Hey, did we just get a request, Jeff, for a plug? Like, it's not like
Not a butt plug, Kevin. Like
Jeez. Not a boofing plug either.
now we want to give a shout out to our buddy over here, that Guaylo from Idaho. Go head over to his channel. He's got some fun videos, everybody.
Yes, he does. So like basically Jeff and I were talking about it this week. Like, what didn't we get? Like the conversation kind of came up organically when we were recording Batman Returns. Like, there were certain toys that I really wanted from Batman that I didn't get. And I really liked the Batman toys. And we got to thinking, wow, like there's a lot of fucking emotional baggage that it comes on not getting a toy that you really want as a kid. Like it just, you grow up not realizing the hole in your heart that's missing because you don't have certain things.
It'll only lead to years of resentment and issues that could fester into something worse.
Debt from eBay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Going broke because of your unhealthy addiction to certain action figures. Yeah, I got you.
More glory holes for Kevin.
No, that's how he gets money to afford all that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Touche.
So, I mean,
He-Man.
I loved He-Man growing up. He-Man Masters of the Universe. I have like the first few series, except for the 90s one. That one was stupid.
Yes, it was.
But I love this. Look at this mom here. Like, she loves her son. And this ad's telling you, if your parents love you, they're going to get you He-Man. And they're telling you, if you love your kid, give them all the fun in the universe.
I wanted a Castle fucking Grayskull.
Oh, so did I.
I have one.
I did end up having one at some point, so that won't be one of mine.
Yeah, Castle Grayskull was goddamn beautiful.
Yes,
was
it
a-
was.
Mhm.
It was a work of art. It truly was.
But Snake Mountain had that microphone that changed
Yeah,
your voice.
the voice changer thing.
And
That's
the
Yeah.
only
what
reason
I
I got
never
was
had.
because I traded some other toys with some other kid to get that Snake Mountain just for the voice changer because it was so
Yeah.
cool.
I had that He-Man.
My
Yep.
parents got me the He-Man toys, but my
Mhm.
friends, and I don't know specifically which one, stole my He-Man. Like if ever I had a He-Man figure, a specific He-Man figure, it would get stolen. Any of my other fucking co-figures didn't matter. It was just
No,
He-Man.
yeah.
So I never
Mhm.
had He-Man. Like I have this hole in my heart because I never had He-Man. And my parents just assumed, dude, he's losing all of his shit. I don't want to fucking rebuy it for him. It's not like
Mhm.
me that like has more money than to spend on my kids than I should have. And it's like, fuck, man, they broke it. Well, I'll just get you a new proton pack, I guess.
Mhm.
Stupid.
Uh,
Stupid me.
I wish I still had my He-Mans, but my younger brother was autistic, so everything he chewed on. So he chewed all the hands up to partial arms of every action figure, and it pissed me off so bad. But he was just the way he was. So
And they had fingers that kind of spread out that fit
Yeah,
over
what's
your
that?
lips.
Yep.
Okay.
that was
I'm
just
ashamed
like,
to say that I know that, but I do.
Precursor to the glory hole.
Shut up.
That was Chad this time, not me.
Oh man, so I mean, here was the Snake Mountain, and Chad, you'd mentioned that you didn't have the Snake Mountain either,
Yeah.
right? That's
Didn't
right.
have that or the Talon Fighter because it had that attachment
Oh,
put
yeah.
onto one of
Yes.
Castle Grayskull's towers.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that was something that was on my list, and my mom was like, "Yeah, where the fuck are you gonna put it?"
Oh,
I'll
it
show you
wasn't
where I
very
put it.
big. It was on the floor.
Yeah,
Be
that's
like,
what
Mom,
I
just
said.
get it. I'll figure it out.
Mhm.
They were fun, and the microphone was so cool because I was like 4 or 5 at the time.
Yeah.
It was probably stupid as shit, and my parents hated themselves. Just like I hate myself for buying my kids a karaoke machine. But it was the He-Man figures were really cool. The play sets were really cool. They were just as fun as the figures themselves. They were just as interesting,
Yeah.
just as creepy, just as fascinating, and they
Mhm.
gave the play sets a story. Snake Mountain was no exception. Let's see. This
Yep.
one was
Oh,
for Chad
yeah.
too.
Ah,
Yep.
yeah.
The Death Star station, like
I remember that.
I do
Mhm.
looking at this picture. I didn't remember it at all. Like I thought of it as almost like the Lego set that they
Yeah.
put out. Like it was a
I had a
big
friend who
spirit
had it.
thing, but no, it
Yeah.
wasn't. But no, so you guys didn't have this either.
No.
No.
No, the rich kid down the street did though.
Yeah. Exactly. Same for me too. I was like down the street from
Mhm.
where my mom and I lived. It's like, oh well, the kid down there has all the Star Wars stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, go play at his house then.
I didn't.
Thanks.
I didn't realize that this was a rich kid toy, but I played with this a lot when I was a little kid.
Well, the real rich kid toy is a GI Joe toy. It's the flag.
Yeah.
It's the
Mhm.
USS flag that was like the size of this freaking room.
Yep.
Dude, that thing was like,
That
yeah,
flagship. Holy shit.
fucking
God.
huge.
Mine and Chad's cross country coach, his son had a huge collection of Star Wars toys when we were kids.
Mhm.
And Greg was 10, 15 years older than me, maybe. So like these were just like in his closet collecting dust. So like when I would go over there, he'd just be like, yeah, go play with those. And just like imagination galore playing with all the old Return of the Jedi and Star Wars toys.
God,
And so, yeah, like
takes me back.
it was no thing at all that I was playing with the trash compactor. Like I didn't know that the trash compactor was the first floor of the Death Star. I thought I was just playing with the trash compactor and the little toy thing, the eyeball thing.
Yeah, I got a few of the Star Wars characters because my older cousins had them and they're all growing up from them. So
Okay.
most of them are 10, 15 years older than I am. So it was like, to them, they're like, oh, we're teenagers. We don't need those toys. So I'd always get them.
Mhm.
And, they were already wrecked when I got them. But man, I still had them. Even in some of them that weren't damaged, I still wish I had them.
They were phenomenally cool for what they were. Like you look back
Mhm.
on them and now, and you're just kind of like, ew, really? But
Yeah.
like the robes were all vinyl.
Yeah.
The lightsabers,
Mm-hmm.
very hard to describe, were cool because like they'd slide in and out of their wrist.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the rest was like you're holding your hand like down almost. And a
Yeah.
little lever on
Mhm.
the other side, you push that out, and just a solid
Yeah.
like red or blue piece. Though I remember there was this one Luke Skywalker figure I had, and he had like a yellow one that was handheld.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think it
yeah.
was the
Yep.
Dagobah Luke.
Was yellow.
And it was yellow. I never
Mhm.
understood
Dang.
why he had a yellow one, because before Return of the Jedi, it was blue.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Interesting.
Hmm.
Script change.
Script change.
Yeah.
We didn't have the right color ink.
Yeah.
Well, it was supposed to be blue in Return of the Jedi, but then they realized, oh wait, on the barge you won't see it against the blue sky. Give him a green one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh.
Maybe they ran out of blue plastic.
Yeah, maybe that too.
Didn't mix right.
No. They ran out of cocaine. Let's be clear here.
Do you remember the lightsabers that they put out for Return of the Jedi though? Those things were badass. Like they didn't retract. They were hollow.
Oh,
Yeah.
those.
And when you swung them, they because they were hollow, they made the whooshing sound.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
God, that was
My dad
great.
had so much fun beating the shit out of me and my mom with that. It was good times.
Yeah, I'm glad my sister never had one of those. She would have beat the ever loving hell out of me.
Right? Oh shit. What else we got? Oh,
I had that.
I never had Optimus Prime.
I never had
Never
the
ever.
trailer.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I had the Power Master Optimus Prime. I never had the original.
Hmm.
I didn't. Like you're looking at my biggest regret in life is not having Optimus Prime because I was a huge Transformers geek when I was a kid.
Same.
Oh, I still am.
Oh yeah.
And
The one I never got that I always wanted was Starscream though.
Oh,
really, I would. Okay, yeah.
I had the gun Megatron without the
Mhm.
orange tip. I had that.
Oh,
Same here.
And I had the Optimus. I still had original boxes. My mom gave the shit away the first summer I went off to college. I come back to get it the next summer, and she's like, "Oh, I gave it all away."
Oh no.
let's
Ouch.
go off.
I
script
never
for
forgave
just
her for that
one
because it's like
sec.
I told
Yeah.
her I'm coming back to get it. So, but
Uh-oh.
yeah, I had that. And nowadays, if I want one, I could go get one, but I'm spending like 5 figures for it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I had
It's like-
most of the Dinobots too.
I think I had
Swoop.
Grimlock.
I
had
had the Megatron without the orange tip,
Yeah.
and I didn't have the trailer, but I had Optimus Prime without the trailer. Don't ask me how. I don't remember.
I think
And
we all had
then-
Bumblebee probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And the
30th
show.
anniversary.
There you go.
See, I think
All 15 discs.
Mm-hmm.
I think the reason why I buy so many Transformers now that I'm adult kind of goes back to that. I mean, anytime a new version of Optimus Prime is released, I'm most likely to get. I mean, I recently got the Studio Series 86 Prime, which is
Ooh.
fucking
Nice.
beautiful. It is beautiful.
I saw pictures for that. And I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, I mean, and they've got a new set of Constructicons coming out. I've got 2 of them on pre-order right now.
Those
So,
were fun
'cause-
too.
Yeah, that's something else I didn't have as a kid.
I got lucky and somehow, and I was able to get all the aerial bots
Nice.
to make that.
Okay.
And you know, a friend of mine had some. He's like, "Hey, look what I found." My mom had it still, and it was some of his Transformers. I'm like, "Oh, sweet!" And he's like, "I can't remember how to do that." And I said, "Give me that." There you go. All right, there you go, back to vehicle. He goes, how the fuck did you do that so quick? I'm like, I love these things.
They're
Yeah.
they're stress relief.
Yeah,
I can have the worst fucking day ever, come home, grab one of my Transformers, and I'm occupied for the next 2 hours, and
It's
it
a-
does wonders for my headspace.
original
it's
fidget
massaging-
spinner, really.
Yeah, and it's massaging your imagination all at the same time too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love the Transformers. Like,
Yeah.
The case behind me is all loaded with Saturday morning cartoons, and Transformers is what I add here. Last year was G.I. Joe, and I have the movie on DVD. I need to put forth the money to upgrade it to Blu-ray. Why not the 4K? Because I don't want to cry in 4K.
Oh, come on. I did. I got the movie in 4K. That was still gets me.
My friends at Shatter are like, come on, Kevin, cry in 4K.
Yeah.
Cry in 4K.
That's why I'm
That's
probably
worth
never
it.
going to get Afterlife in 4K because I don't want to cry in 4K.
I did. I got the box set because Anywho.
Oh, look at this.
Ah,
Jeez.
The German Blu-rays.
Nice.
Nice.
wow.
That's
Still unopened.
That's big. That's a big
Yeah.
box, too.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
it's got She-Ra, Masters of the Universe, and it's in original English too. So
Ooh,
Wow.
Nice.
that's impressive.
I spent enough for it, but if I chose to sell it like that, I could make a lot of money.
Oh, fuck you.
Can't get it anymore. And it's
Fine,
brand new
I'll give you
transfer,
my
still
Dogma
looks beautiful.
DVD.
No,
Fine.
I have a bunch of Saturday morning cartoons over here too, but this is one of the premium things I have in that collection. So that and my original DVDs for Voltron in the steel case. tins from years
Nice.
ago.
Ooh, yeah.
Very nice.
Huge Voltron guy, so I'm always
Mhm.
looking at those toys. Yep.
There
I had
it
that.
is.
Mom gave it away too,
Is that
but
why
I
you have
reclaimed
5
mine.
cats?
That's
Is-
5.
Is that why you have 5 cats?
Yep.
It's like it's the Voltron in me. I love it. Need
Better
5
than
cats.
5 glory
and we'll
holes.
form.
Well, of
No,
course,
it's
the biggest
not,
one has got to be
because
the
we can
black
form
one.
a giant.
And we just broke Pev.
It's not racist if it involves a big dick.
Yeah.
uh,
But
So
no, I
what's-
had that toy. Mom got rid of it, but I reclaimed
Yeah.
the 25th anniversary one, and there's a Blitzway one I really want to get. That's like $700.
Oh God, I've seen that one. That is gorgeous.
I
Yeah.
thought
I
you
just-
ordered it already.
If I can swing
cannot-
it next year, I'm swinging it. So
I can't justify that expense.
It's like
it'd be the one rare toy I'll spend that kind of money on. That's it. Nothing else.
it's like those new Transformers that you voice control to transform and all that and move and talk.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
those
my
are.
God.
There's a Prime, a Megatron, a
And
Grimlock.
Grimlock. And there's a couple.
and they-
Grimlock now?
Yeah, there's a Grimlock.
Yeah, Grimlock
and
was like one of the first ones.
I
Oh, that's dope.
think
Yeah.
that they got Greg Berger, Peter Cullen, and
Yep.
Frank Welker to do some
Yep,
some
they
new
did
voice
the
clips.
voices for them. That's why I
Damn.
would really love them. You know, it's not a toy we had available as kids, but it's a
Yeah.
toy I want now. But
But
let's
they're like
see,
what,
they're between
15?
no $3,000 to $5,000.
Oh, three. I thought they were like 1600, but no, that
No,
makes
they're-
more sense. 3,000.
I thought they were
Yeah.
900. Jesus Christ.
No, they
No,
are.
I didn't even
they're
know.
4
Crazy.
digits, dude.
It
Yeah,
better
it's
suck my dick
crazy.
too. Tell me what time it
Uh,
is and tell me I look fucking pretty.
No.
Transform
Kevin's
into a
now
glory
starting to
hole.
accept the super chats for the glory hole right now.
Maybe that's what we should start calling the chats is the glory hole.
Yeah.
We'll eventually just start calling the show that.
Yeah.
Kevin's glory hole.
Dude.
KGH.
Yeah, the only other one I wanted from Transformers was Unicron. And the thing was
Yeah,
so huge and expensive. And this summer, I was so pissed. I found one in a box unopened.
Oh,
Ooh.
right, you did.
And that
How
guy
bad?
wanted $8,000 for it.
oof.
And I looked it
So-
up online,
Oh my
found
god.
2 opened ones with the box and all the parts, and those were going for a little over 7,000. So he was
Jesus.
original
So-
tape on it, everything, and I was like crying. I'm like, dude, I can't swing that high, but
Yeah, once you get over
can you
1,000,
get to
I'm like,
3? I was like
Yeah.
tempted at 3,000, and he was debating, and he goes, "I'll go 5 for you," because he goes, "I can tell you one," and I'm like, "Nope, I
Can't do it.
can't swing
So
that much."
they-
Holy cow! But I
The
so
one
wanted it.
kill us for that
Did-
money.
They didn't actually release a Unicron in G1. It got to the
No.
prototype stage, but
Yep.
it did not look good. The most recent one they did, it was a HasLab, and I want to say that was
Oh,
four.
that
That
one.
was 400.
Yep, but this was old school. Like
Now,
this,
was that like
because the
from?
neighbor kid had one, the rich family we always called them, because they had
There was
their
always a rich
kids
family.
didn't matter. They had everything. They had Unicron, and I studied how to transform that thing constantly. And
Huh.
this was that model, because there's a second generation one, which got, or not part of second generation, but a later on version,
Yeah, there
and
was
that
from Transformers Armada.
Mata.
Yeah,
And that
Okay.
is
I
totally
actually
different.
I've got that in storage somewhere.
Oh, nice.
And because they did one, they did that one, and then it from Cybertron, which was another of
Yep.
the anime that came over. They did
Oh.
Cybertron actually transforming into Primus,
Yep.
and I've got
Oh,
that in
damn.
storage somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Sounds like Chad's got a sweet little collection here.
Oh, it's taken over my room.
Well, we got a road trip to Chad's house. Help clear some spot.
Yeah.
I got this open area right here. You know, it's perfect.
Yeah,
There you
I'm
go.
sure you
We
do,
can fit the flag in
Steve.
there somewhere.
I already told my wife I wanted that replica of the Allspark at
Ooh.
Walmart.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And she's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Just so I can go out into the garage by myself for a little while. Just don't come out." You got the touch.
Arise, Kevimus
Yeah.
Prime.
You mean Glory Hole Prime?
Yeah, whatever. Stick it
Don't
in his
come out here, I'm
chest.
gonna
That's
be
what,
busy.
Into the
Yeah.
glory hole.
Yeah.
that's what we call his chest.
Ooh, NES.
Oh my god.
Nintendo Entertainment System. My
Uh,
cousins had one. I never really had Nintendo. That was more Atari and Sega.
I did not have the NES. I did not.
I got that for a birthday one year.
I got that the year after it came out. We got the following year.
Yeah, I think I did
Okay.
too.
I wanted this so long, and this came out in 1985, kids. And I
Mhm.
eventually got the Super Nintendo that came out in what, 91?
Yeah.
6 years I wanted this, coveted this, got made fun of by the rich kids for being poor because Kevin's parents couldn't afford this or wouldn't afford this.
No.
They didn't afford this. They wouldn't have fucking got me this. I wanted this, but they didn't. Look at this fucking family here. That could have been my fucking family. No, they got me
What you really wanted for Christmas was this family.
Yeah.
They got me a fucking Genesis or a Sega Core system.
Ooh, still
Sega
nice.
didn't have no fucking family. They didn't even have a fucking ad.
Sega does what Nintendo don't, bitch.
Yep.
Not back then. They didn't. They didn't do shit.
Yeah,
except
not
for
on that
Shinobi.
system much.
Not on the Master System one, yeah.
No.
No, and this is why I got it because it was $40,
cheaper.
$50 cheaper. And
Yeah.
it does the same thing. It plays video games.
Yeah, but you wanted Robbie the Robot. Oh yeah, you can't get that. There's only a few made.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody
got
on
to
a
see that
channel I
one.
saw just got one recently. I need to remember who that was.
I saw one and I almost picked one up, and I was so excited. This one, like secondhand
Pixel
shop
Game
for
Squad?
video
Maybe.
games, and
Mm.
I had the box for it. with the Nintendo. And I'm like, what? I'm like, is that for real? The guy's like, yeah. I opened it up. It's missing an arm.
Of course.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And you're trying to sell this as
Oh,
new or
fuck
newish?
off.
And he's like,
Man.
well, yeah, that's why it's a little cheaper than normal. I'm like,
Yeah, a little cheaper.
yeah.
than
And I
normal.
said, can I see if it still powers up? He goes, well, I'm like, oh, so don't even power up. Oh, I'm like, never mind, put it back.
Let
Or
me
even
guess.
let's say, oh,
I was
Sold
NES
as
to get
is,
powered
right?
up is like,
they're selling it for like $500, and I'm like, okay, I don't care, I'm buying that just to get Robbie the Robot. Been wanting that forever, and it never really existed. And then I finally find one that's broke and it doesn't even run.
I only saw Gyromite played once. My cousins had it. And it looked impressive because it was a robot.
Mhm.
Again, I was 5-6 years old. It probably was stupid as hell, like the Power Glove, but it looked cool because it was a robot, and I'd never seen a video game before. I mean, no, I hadn't seen a video game as impressive as the Nintendo was putting shit out. Like, it was not the Atari.
Mhm.
And again, the Genesis or the Sega, I didn't get until later. And then the Super Nintendo, I didn't get until much later. So there was a lot of coveting, a lot of getting my ass beat. I wanted a Nintendo so bad, and I didn't get one until I was maybe 26. I finally got an original. I got with a girl who went weird one day and got a restraining order against me randomly. Maybe this was her way of breaking up with me. I don't know. Said that I choked her during sex.
you got caught at the glory hole again. God
Yep.
damn it.
And I'm like, I didn't necessarily want to go out with this girl anymore. So like when the sheriff was explaining that I couldn't go near her and just stay away and everything's fine, I'm like,
No problem.
Yeah, so there's really no problem here then, right? Well, no. Okay, then bye-bye then. And I shut the door and I turn around, I'm like, I got a fucking Nintendo. Since then, I've purchased every NES game that I've ever goddamn wanted and didn't
There you
have.
go.
That's my midlife crisis.
No, the year Nintendo came out, I didn't even get the Master System. My mother got me a Coleco.
Ooh. I always wanted one of those though.
With
I like those.
like phone pad and the little joystick
Yeah.
on it and the one button on it. So
Yeah, I liked those. I thought they were cool.
Loop and Louie, the Smurfs were the two games that we first got. So
Did you get Burger Time?
I got it later because my dad died when I was really young, so I was only 5, and then after that, it was just my mother taking care of us. So I'd always shovel yards and driveways around the area to make money, and I'd spend my money on video games all the time and comic books. So
There you go.
yeah, so the next Christmas, my younger brother, who was autistic, he was throwing a fit. He wanted Nintendo, so she bought us both a Nintendo. And then I liked Nintendo for a while, but then when Sega Genesis came out, I had all the shoveling money, so I went bought a Sega Genesis, and I stuck with that for a long time.
There you go.
But yeah, but Nintendo, I always wanted Link. Never got it for Christmas. I ended up buying it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I got?
NES.
Hmm?
Oh, go ahead, Kev.
I was gonna say, you know what I got in my 20s after I got this machine from this girl that was like the biggest tea bag to my youth was Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Not Punch Out. Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Punch Out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it for $4 at a used game store.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all, Kevin's childhood.
Kevin wins. Well, I finally got my very first Sega Genesis system a couple of years ago. So I always
Wow.
wanted one, never got one. I finally did it
Mm.
a few years ago and haven't looked back since. Still have a nice little collection. I even got my Stargate Genesis game up here on a shelf behind us.
I
There
missed
was a-
mine.
Stargate Genesis game.
Yep.
Yep, 1994.
Four.
I saw the movie.
Yep,
Nice.
and
I still want the Batman game, but
Oh, that was a good one. On
Oh, for the Genesis, yeah, Batman Returns was great. Really,
I have
really
that
good.
original Mattel Electronics football game. It's green and
Mhm.
red LEDs, and it runs back and forth, and it
Yep.
still works.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. My cousin Joey had that.
Yeah,
I drove my mother nuts with that goddamn fucking game.
beep beep beep
Meep,
beep.
Yep.
meep,
I
meep.
got the NES, I want to say either 86 or 87, and then I didn't have another video game system other than a Game Boy until I was in my 20s and I got myself a GameCube.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Dating.
Yeah, I was dating my now spouse.
Hmm.
That's how long ago that was. I've been married 20 years. It's longer than that I got that.
Mm.
I met my wife working for Nintendo. Does that count? Like,
Yes. Yes, it does.
we were doing customer support when they were doing the wrist strap replacements.
That sounds like a glory hole job to me.
Yeah, it kind of was.
It was Nintendo.
Don't. Yep.
Dating was a Nintendo, so I got hired on another project.
There you go.
I'm a sucker. Anyway,
They were talking about Mattel game real quick. Does anybody remember the baseball game one? That was like,
Yes.
yay
Yes.
bit. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, yeah.
I love that till I broke the damn thing, and
Ah.
it's from overplaying it all the time.
Mm-hmm. My pet monster.
My pet monster, like it was not fashionable in our
I
generation
remember this.
for boys to have stuffed animals at all.
Mm-hmm.
But my pet monster was cool. I don't
Dude,
know
had
why.
wrestling buddies. Come on.
It was cool, but my younger brother threw a fucking fit when he did not get it for Christmas so damn bad.
Oh,
He literally broke the door to the room, his bedroom, when he got sent up to his room because he didn't like it. He literally
whoa.
broke it off the hinges. And he was like, I think like 7, 8 years old. And,
Jeez.
but being autistic. So, yeah, my mother went next day, get him his little monster pet just to calm him down.
Damn.
Yeah. I was like, not anything I wanted, but he had to have it.
Yeah, I knew somebody who had one of those, and you had to be careful because the nose was hard plastic,
Yeah.
and if you got walloped in the head with it,
Oh.
it hurt like a motherfucker.
Yep.
Cool.
And it does, because I got hit in the back
Ooh,
and had bruised really badly.
damn.
But now I'm older and I'm looking at that nose. I'm like, oh, that don't look like a nose. That looks like a dick.
Kevin, it's ready for you.
Yeah, Kevin.
I got the sniffles.
Yeah.
Snuffles. So the reason why I put this is like I didn't get the My Pet Monster, and I have a fascination with monsters. I always have, to the point where at almost 45, my desk comes complete with a monster on it. Like
There you go, Gizmo.
yeah,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I love monsters.
I got them all
And that's
around
my
me.
replacement for not getting My Pet Monster.
There you go.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's the
The
flag.
flag, kids.
yeah.
The flag.
It's
Boy,
so
this
many
one's-
damn GI Joes. Oh,
And this one could carry, like you said, so many GI Joes,
Wow,
all of them
shit.
and more at the time. And my grandmother's neighbor, they got this for their kids, and it took up his
really?
entire
Oh.
bedroom.
Oh,
Yeah, those things were
bet.
like, what, 6 foot almost?
Yeah,
Yeah,
6,
Yeah.
7 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Jesus.
insanely huge.
you could fit.
I knew no one who had it.
Me either.
Only one person I knew.
I knew
That was
nobody.
it.
Like, what do you do after you set it up? I mean, you play with it, obviously,
Yeah.
but it's
but-
like you put nothing else in your room. Like you put furniture on top of it, maybe
Yeah.
set up around it, sleep
Oh,
on
you
top
sleep
of it.
on it.
Yeah,
Kevin
I mean,
tells his
even-
boyfriend to get up there. I mean, yeah.
this thing was huge, huge, huge. Now it was worth every single penny. It was cool. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
lie. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, well, fucking the stupid thing wasn't worth it anyway. It was like, holy cow.
Still cool.
Yeah, I don't know how the people. I figure cocaine was probably involved. How they got this, but like this family had so many GI Joe figures everywhere in the room that they were all over this fucking thing, and everywhere around the room. Like it was just a mess with GI Joe figures. It was insane. So now that I think about it, looking back, yes, cocaine was probably involved.
God, everybody wanted that damn thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could get a 3D print file for that and print it off in your own home.
Maybe.
You probably could.
Probably.
It'd probably be
Probably.
cheaper.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, do you
How
like our
much did that
coffee table?
retail for?
You know who did have? Oh, what did it retail for?
Yeah, like back in
Oh,
the
it
day.
was like
Like
close to 200, I thought.
I
Yeah,
want to say, yeah, it was like 200 something back
because
then.
it would be ooh,
Oh, 700-800 now. you know.
easy.
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 I think this would be $1,000 figure now.
Yeah.
maybe.
Like if it was just coming out now. Now, if you're
Yeah.
talking vintage, brand new in a box, never opened,
Oh,
and it's in
fuck.
perfect condition, there ain't enough money in the world to fucking pay for that thing.
Ooh.
When the USS Flag hit toy shelves, it retailed for $109.99.
Ah,
That's a steep price to pay for a playset in today's world. So you can imagine how that felt in 1985.
Oh, God.
85 to today.
God, I could just imagine my
Yeah.
dad if I had asked for one of those as a kid. Yeah, and how are you going to pay for that one, son?
Yeah.
Because I'm not buying it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Brand
about the
new,
glory hole.
unopened in a box. $49,999 on eBay with $2,500 to
Jesus.
ship it. Otherwise, they
Wow.
are all at least $2,000 or more, with or
God
without a box.
damn.
Oh my God.
I'm like, Jesus.
3D print that shit, kids.
Yeah.
The next best price is $5,300 for open box, and it's complete. But
Jesus.
You know what
I
you
wouldn't
need to
know
do?
if the stickers would still work.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
If
Some
you
people
really
just
wanna
buy
get
the
this-
box for $600.
Yeah. That's nuts for just a box.
God damn.
I mean, it's pretty and all that, but are you just like boasting? Like, look what I got. No, I don't want to
Yeah.
open it. No.
Probably.
Bragging rights. Lying
Mm.
motherfucker.
Yes, what you see, unopened, this cost about $50,000, and I had the money to buy that. So.
That's like off money. Jesus. I could go
Yeah,
buy a new
that-
car with that money.
Yeah, I know.
You
Yeah.
buy a fucking house for that money.
Yeah.
Well, a down
Mhm.
payment on a house.
yeah.
But you know who did have this? And I'm not saying that this person's tribulations in his work were justified. I'm just saying maybe he thought he was worth a little more than what he was given. Dustin Diamond.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
was his Christmas
The
haul
box
one
is
year.
bigger than he is. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And like he's got the
Well, I had the
latest.
tank. I had 3 of the top 4 boxes up there.
Mm. I had the
Tank, the
hovercraft.
boat, and the hovercraft.
I just had the hovercraft. But yeah, look at that box. I mean, he's got 2 smaller boxes, a helicopter, and I can't tell what the other one
I
is.
think I had that
In front of
helicopter
it.
at the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the hiss or something like that. But
Mhm.
Yeah.
goddamn, that's quite a haul. So he
Yeah.
might have been a spoiled individual. So when the other kids didn't like him on set, it may
You
not
showed
have
him
been
what a donkey punch is.
it may not have been them being dickish. He may have just had higher expectations. I don't know.
Jesus.
Another shining moment from the 80s. Intertech.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh,
I remember these.
This is what did everything in back then.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why we got orange tip on everything.
Why Megatron can't be a
let's-
gun anymore.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Kevin's laughing.
Yeah.
These were all the rage. All the rage. These
Mhm.
were life-size, realistic water guns that were electronic.
Yep. They're
Mm.
This was the
awesome.
coolest shit on
I
the
remember
market
these.
to date. Like if you loved playing Army, if you loved Rambo, if you loved playing GI Joe, the Intertech guns blew your fucking mind because they looked just like the fucking guns that you've seen on Rambo, on Predator, on GI Joe, whatever the fuck else. Like your favorite gun that you saw Schwarzenegger or Stallone or whoever using, they had that fucking gun, and you could fill it up with water and go out with your friends and go fucking kill each other. They had fucking grenades that you could fill up, water balloon grenades that you could fucking toss at your friends, and they were ribbed, so they fucking, you had to chuck them really hard.
I had the Uzi.
The Uzis were fucking dope as shit.
Yeah. That thing was so cool. And there was that and the rocket launcher and a couple of pistols at one store I was at. And I was like, I don't have enough money. And I'm like, well, winter's coming up. I'll be able to buy it, this winter maybe. So I went, shoveled a whole bunch, got enough money, go up to the store, and it's gone.
Of course.
And I go, and I'm like, dude, where was this? It was just here like 3 weeks ago. And he's like, oh, yeah, it's summer toy. We put it away. I'm like, put it away or it's gone. And he goes, well, I can go back and get it. I'm like, yes.
And go fucking get it.
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah.
ought to pay for it.
I'm like, I got cash, motherfucker.
Yep.
Oh, well, I had the one in the middle here, not the pistol pack, but the one in the middle. I had that one, and those were great.
Yep.
Because one of the smart things that Intertech did is because when you played squirt guns, the thing is if you haven't played it at all, or if you haven't played it in a long time, you have X amount of space to fill up this gun, and you pump,
Yep.
and then you're done. Intertech guns had clips.
Yep.
And the clips had plugs, so you could strap those clips onto yourself and go running the fuck out, and then take a clip off, drop one out of your gun, pull the plug out, stick the new clip in, and keep going, just as if you were, fighting in Vietnam. You had ammo packs with you. Like they were brilliant, but I never had the bazooka, and I don't know why. I thought that was just the coolest shit ever. I wanted the bazooka. I had the cooler looking one. Yeah. I think the one that I had was so much cooler. Like
the one with the backpack to it, that was hard to find.
Oh, and that was a 45. Like, I don't know why. Like, it's cool, but it looked.
Yeah, but you had unlimited water for a long time. Should everybody else be trying to get clips in? You're just still squirting away at them. Yeah, neighbor kid had one, and we're like trying to get a new clip, and he's just squirting away. It's like, fuck, this sucks. I want that one.
So these things were fucking great. I remember playing with my buddy Mike and his older brother Steve, which I used to go play Nintendo over at their house like incessantly. We had these and we played Army all the time. My dad dug us a foxhole and covered it like straight out of fucking Vietnam. It was amazing. And then some dumb white cop ruined all the fun. He saw a black kid with an Intertech gun and fucking hopped out of his car and shot him. Like, the only time I'd ever seen something like that was when my dad saw a deer and thought it had antlers. Like, Pop, you need to get your eyes checked. Like, this cop saw a black kid with a gun, hopped out of his car, shot him dead. After that, Intertech had to change their gun styles to look like this and went out of business.
Yep.
So all of your toy guns, your squirt guns, cap guns, they all have to be colored like this, bright neon colors with an orange plug. Because one, people can't not pull them out when they ought not to.
Yeah.
Looking at you, little black kid. And cops can't not shoot little black kids. So like we can't have fucking nice things. So I'm still sore about that one too.
And they put those orange plugs on the stupidest shit. I
Yeah, they did.
I have a plasma
Megatron.
series.
Even
I have a
Super
plasma
Soakers.
series neutrona wand. A fucking particle thrower for a proton pack, and it has one of those
Oh,
orange
Jesus
plugs on the
Christ.
end of it.
I would be offended as a fan because it makes it look less authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I mean,
true.
the easy thing to do is get like a silver ink pen and just paint over it that way. I just haven't done that yet.
I would just get my razor and just like, yeah.
You like that?
Well, you
Yeah, exactly.
I was talking about my box cutter and just peel it the fuck off, but I'm a brute. Brutish. Let's see here. What's next? Oh, speaking of
Oh,
which,
Never
I
got
remember
that.
those.
I did have this.
I
It
did
was
too.
one of my favorite things in the world.
Yep. And I have a picture of me in it looking completely dorky, and I love it. I miss this. We got my kids the new proton packs, which is just half.
Yeah, because it doesn't have a neutrona wand.
No. I mean half of the pack itself. There's
Oh no, yeah, because it's like it's almost paper thin.
Yes. Yeah, and it doesn't have two sides. It's just one-sided.
It's just one side, and it doesn't even come with a neutrona wand. You got to get one of those separately,
Which
and
they
it
no
doesn't
longer make.
have. Yeah, and it doesn't have the because when you and it also doesn't have a particle stream like the original Kenner one did. It doesn't have the that mechanical sound when you pulled the trigger.
Yep, which was
God
awesome.
damn, that thing was. I mean, I had hours of fun with that thing,
And
going
even
around the house.
PKE.
Oh yeah, I'd go around the house for hours trying to find ghosts and annoying the cats.
You still do.
That's true.
Luckies. I never got that.
Yeah,
Well,
I
if the-
got the HasLab 2 in the box set, and I've been going around the house with my PKE meter again. I'm like 10 years old again.
Well, if the cats did their job, you wouldn't have to.
Exactly, and my cat
True.
is a lazy fucker.
And mine's an idiot, so
Yeah, and the other one's an idiot. Firehouse I did
this
not
is
have.
what I didn't get.
Yeah.
I did not have the Firehouse. I
No.
had Ecto 1.
So did I.
I had Ecto 2.
Had that?
I didn't have Peter. I don't think I had Slimer. I did not have Slimer. And I didn't have the Firehouse. And I just, God help me, I wanted the Firehouse and the slime so bad. But the
And now you're
worst
just
of
getting
all,
the Peter all the time.
I'm not even getting anyway. Yeah. Worst of all is I wanted the Ghost Zapper.
Yeah, that
The
thing
Ghost
was
Zapper.
awesome.
The projector.
Yeah. Like it sounds cool. Like you press a button and it shows a picture of a ghost on the wall, and then you get to zap it. Like
Basically, it had a projector fucking Viewmaster.
Viewmaster. Yep. I
Yep.
think it was cool looking
and
back
it had
then.
Stay Puft, Gozer, or a real Ghostbuster style version of Ghostbuster or of Gozer. It was just really cool, and it had several different sounds of zapping that ranged from the movie to the cartoon, I think. And golly, it was hard to find, and if you could find it, it was expensive. But I will say this about that: I was very, very thankful that I had the Proton Pack, because that was cool as hell.
There you go.
Yeah, I couldn't get any of that Ghostbuster stuff, even though I loved it, because my brother was afraid of ghosts, so my mom would never get any of that. And I'm like, oh, come on, it's just toys.
Yeah, and then you could say to your brother that you're keeping him safe from the ghosts.
Yeah, nope.
Exactly.
Not happening.
I remember I was at a free comic book day event a few years ago, and I was in uniform, and a little kid actually came up to me very nervously asking if I was there because there were ghosts around. And I told the kid,
no ghost.
Nope, we were fine.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a trap on me. We were good.
Just making sure there's not.
Yep.
Batman.
This.
I was a little older for this, but I still wanted it.
I had just about all of this.
I had none of it.
Bob.
I had the hat.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
even
all
have
I
the
had.
hat.
The hat. All I had was the hat.
My cousin stole that hat from
Let
me
me
too.
see.
Mm.
Let me see if I could find the hat that I had. It's.
They didn't even sell this in my area, surprisingly.
I don't remember if there were any in my neck of the woods.
But I wanted
I
them.
remember seeing a couple of these things, but like
I
the
mean,
only thing I ever really had was the baseball hat.
Yeah,
I
because
mean, I remember a few of the Batman figures. I remember one where you could actually take the armor off of him, and it was a Bruce Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I never had any of the '89 Batman figures.
Yeah.
This was the hat that I had. It's and I wore this all the time on the right here. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
I remember seeing that around a little bit.
bicycle
the-
hat. It was
Yeah, the douchebag kids in our area wore those.
so much shame from my childhood.
Just let him on a life of glory hole hopping.
Yeah. It was all the douchebags in our grade school and middle school that wore that, and I was like, I was glad I had the regular Batman hat.
I did not. Not until
Yeah.
I was older. But I
I
had
remember there was one the Halloween after that came out at the junior high. There was actually a guy walking around in an almost film accurate Batman suit.
Ooh.
And
That's
I'm
cool.
looking at that
Cool.
guy going, how the hell much did that rock you?
Yeah.
and Bill Mifsud didn't pay him to hang out at the store.
I don't think so.
Golly, though, I mean, these were good memories. I enjoyed collecting Batman '89 stuff. I really did. But my big regret is, out of all this stuff that I had, aside from the 2 expensive statues up top, I didn't have the Batwing.
Mm.
And
I've
I
seen
had a
that in some
model.
toy stores.
Mm.
I
I
wanted
had
that.
a model.
You can
you?
find them. They're not that bad.
No, the
I
closest place I had that was an hour away at Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, we got Walmart the year after the movie came out, and
Oh, yeah.
we only had Kmart. So yeah,
And Kmart only stocked
and
so
Woolworth,
much.
and you know what Woolworth
Yep,
was
Woolworth.
like? A horrible.
Yeah, you didn't buy toys there.
No.
But golly, I still want this. Like, if I got this, if it was opened, I'd probably hang it like it was flying above my desk or in front of my spotlight, so it looked like it was doing the bat symbol in front of the moon, because
Yep.
it was just so cool. And even at 45, my imagination is kind of like pulling the trigger, shoot the darts.
Well, it's because we haven't grown up.
No.
No, no.
I
Why the hell
refuse
should we?
to. I refuse to.
I don't want
Same.
to. Like, shit, what did I get myself for Christmas this year? The arcade cabinet I wanted as a kid.
There you go.
I
X-Men.
bought myself a 3D printer so I could make stuff I wanted from my childhood.
There you go.
I've
from
thought about
TV
doing
shows
that.
and movies.
I've really thought about doing that, but I don't trust my cats.
Mhm.
No.
Especially my cats. Nala is so stupid. She go, "Oh, hey, the filament. I can play with it."
Yeah,
No.
Right. Whack,
I don't-
whack.
That's why I worry about my one cat. I'll probably have to keep the door closed here all the time. But no, my oldest one, he's like, "Hey, Dad, you ever heard of this?" And I'm like, "Of what?" And he goes, "Well, it's these toys that I guess were popular, and they're back in the 80s and 90s." And I'm like, "Well, what toys were they?" He goes, "Well, I don't know. Let me look." He pulls up, there's thousands of toys you could 3D print now. I'm like, how much is a 3D printer now? As soon as I saw that, and then I'm gonna
Flashlight.
no. But
Give me his flashlight
that
and he
started
gets
getting me-
excited.
I
Sorry,
started
everybody.
typing up more and more. I found out I could get all my Stargate stuff printed up instead of paying an ungodly price. So
Right.
then I'll have Jeff called me up. Can you make me a Zat gun?
Oh, I love a Zat Nicotel. I
Yeah.
don't want to spend $300 on freaking Etsy for
Oh.
one.
I know, it's crazy. And then 3D printed, the file was free. I'm like, so I just got to get the filament and then a little time to brush it with some color. So I'll get you one. Don't worry.
Okay.
But I got to wait a couple more weeks to get that Christmas present in.
Yeah, I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
The last one I had on there, I think after this point, I started buying my own damn Christmas presents long before I like considered putting up a Christmas list. Like,
I think we all started to
Yep.
after
Yep.
too much of this bullshit.
like Christmas lists taught me how to not gamble. Like, I don't have a taste for gambling because I don't want to fucking gamble that. Like, what if Santa doesn't fucking come through?
Yeah.
Right.
The Nerf fencing set.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
I
I
forgot
had
about
that.
those.
That in a long ass time.
Yeah.
I wanted
Yeah.
to beat the shit out of my brother with that so bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
The neighbor kid and I each got one, and we used to just beat the living shit out of each other. It
Oh,
was great.
God. If my sister and I had gotten one of these, ooh,
End of times.
damn.
We had the arrows, the bow and arrows, and the pop guns. Those, my God, the pop guns were amazing, especially if like my dad shot it because of like just a grown man's fucking force. He nailed my mom in the ass with it from across the house. She was so fucking mad. She about beat him with the goddamn gun.
It was worth it. It would have been worth it though.
Oh, fucking A. As a husband, you're like, this is what I die for.
Well, you die on.
Oh, God, I did that to my spouse. I would be dead within the second.
Yep, same.
That's
Come back here.
the precursor to the Viking funeral.
Yeah.
Out of my shield.
This is how I die. This is how I'm buried. Pow!
This is how it's done.
My wife in the I'm probably gonna go to bed in my daughter's room tonight and not go to my own bed.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What a trip.
And these are all things that are like part of my midlife crisis, like the holes in my heart that I can never fill up, no matter how many gizmos are on my desk. X-Men cabinets are in my studio. Like, I will always have an empty hole in my heart. Transformers on my desk.
There's only one hole that's not empty, and that's Kevin's glory hole.
Yep.
Thank you for watching this clip from our Dead Wire live streams every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Pacific time. Did you like this clip? If so, please make sure you hit that like button, share, and subscribe to this video. Stay tuned to all of our video content. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.